Okay, here we go. Hello, Clay. I finally got some time to do the replay analysis now, and I don't even have that much time, so I'm just gonna go over a few of the points. I've seen the replay through once from your point of view, and now I'm gonna do it from the fly point of view. But I'm just gonna touch on a few of the things I noticed, and also I'm gonna give you a mechanic you can work on to really improve your play. And it's actually really impressive that you're this high up in rank without having mastered quotation marks the double air what is it called, the double jump aerial to perfection. And that's the mechanic I'm going to give you to work on, because it's a little bit slow and you actually lose a lot of challenges, or are really too late to a lot of challenges, but you'll see in the replay. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. But now, let's do it. I got like half an hour or something. It's probably gonna be longer, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go nuts until it's done. Alright, so let's start. Okay, yeah. Totally fine. Good shit. That's totally fine. Right here, that's just a misread from you, I suppose. Did you think it's gonna go to the wall, but he bangs at the opposite field? That's totally fine. And now here is where I can see that you really listened to the analysis from last time with the back post rotation, and that's really nice to see. And that's exactly what you should be doing. So it's perfect. But here's maybe the first little rotational error you still got. Instead of going inside the goal and staying here at the front post inside the goal, you cut the rotation short. This is still cutting it short, by just a hair, you know. But it's still cutting the rotation short, and it's gonna fuck you up in the long run. And it's also why they get the first goal. You'll see. And also it's a little bit about your decision making. But until you're maybe champ 3, I would say, just don't worry too much about decision making. Just focus on being the right place at the right time instead, and you do that by rotating probably. But instead of cutting a rotation short right in front of the goal, just drive into the goal. It's so much safer to do, especially if your teammates, you don't know how your teammates play, and you can't control how they play or what outcome they get from every ball they challenge. So you need to be that safety net in the back, doing a perfect job, being the perfect teammate. And I can't remember if I told you, but I usually tell people you need to play like the teammate you want on your team. So if you want the guy with the ball here to be the perfect teammate and go for a really nice pinch block up the wall so it goes into the middle, or you want people to be behind you when you're rotating out in offense so they stay defensively a little bit, that's the way you gotta play. So what do you expect from them? You need to do better, in a sense. Okay, so here you stay inside the goal, come in here, and as I said before, stay near the front post, because you're in the front post position. If you remember the loop here, going this way. So you need to be inside the goal at the front post position. And here your teammate is kind of pushing weirdly. That's totally fine. And you rotate back post again, and that's really fucking nice. But here, you see, this is almost an opportunity for a goal. If you had hit the goal, that would have been a goal, because you cut the rotation short. Just watch again. Here. Because you turn inside the goal. You didn't turn inside the goal. Bang! Teammate should be up for that. Right here, you cut rotation short once more in the defense. Let's just watch this from your point of view, because it doesn't make sense to push up. Anyway, you're the last man back, and there's no teammate of yours going for the ball. Like right here, you see, okay, no teammate is going for it, and he's definitely first on it if he hits it. And you should play like your opponent hit every fucking ball. So there's no need for you to push up at all. You just need to be in a waiting position and see where the play is going. Because he can shoot a goal, he can shoot a back post, he can put it down in the middle for another shot, and then you're in a really awkward position. Like the only thing that can happen in this situation that would make your positioning good is if he whiffs the ball. So your teammate gets to the ball first, and you're in that offensive triangle position. So this position is not good, and that happens automatically when you cut the defensive rotation short. So instead, rotate into goal. Like you see, if you would have rotated in and just stayed here and waited with your car pointed maybe this way out, because you still got this corner covered, then you would have been totally fine with no problem. You can see he whiffs, okay, and then what happens? Because you get in this really awkward position right here. Let's watch your perspective again. Right here, okay. Doop doop. Okay, so now you can't get up to the ball, so you kind of have to wait for it to hit the wall or hit the ground, and he's just way too fast for you because he's faced in the right direction first and foremost, and your momentum is faced in the wrong direction. So you will always be the slow one on the ball in this instance. So if you hit the goal, you wouldn't have been in the right position because you cut rotation short, and now your momentum and positioning is out of place. And you can't really reach the ball because it's too fast from the shot when it hits the wall. So you're just in a really awkward position instead of waiting back. I know I'm kind of treading waters here, but it's a really important point about rotation, and that sucks. Like the only thing you really can do in this situation when you already cut short, like right here, is let's just go for fly perspective. Okay, here we go. It's really turn around here and just stay here, because if he hits the goal, maybe you get lucky with a double jump save if he puts it the right where you are, and he actually went for that corner, so that would have been lucky. Or if he whiffs, it's going to be a backboard, 100% a backboard. And how do you prevent a backboard? You go for it first, so you need to be ready for that next play on the next touch, because if he hits the backboard, there's most likely an opponent rushing in to hit the ball, and you need to be ready for that. Or a toggle ball came off even to look for an opponent going for it and see if you have time. That's kind of the only way you can deal with it when you rotate it in this way. Oh, solid. Fuck, man, I remember him. He is a toxic piece of shit. Holy fuck, I met him a lot in season 2. Anyway, just notice now. But you see, they get the goal because of that missed. It's called defensive rotation before. It actually goes all the way back to that. Perfect. I don't know. Your teammate should have passed it there. Yeah, and he does. Ooh, and let's watch. That's one of the double jump aerials. Oh. So you kind of jump while boosting continuously, but you kind of delay your second jump for some reason. And instead of making you go up, you know, it puts you a little bit back, actually. Because when your car is sideways in the air and you jump, you get backwards a little bit, and you can't really tell here, but it's actually what's happening. Okay, here, yeah, fine, just rotate, and you do. That's good. Here you should be up again. It's another instance of the double jump aerial where it's kind of slow. Like here, you would actually been able to hit the ball because you have a lot of boost and you see the bounce out. But you kind of go more forward than you go upwards. So I would definitely recommend to. There you should have turned around. That's so situational because you get the bump here, and you see every opponent out in the corner. So you could be first on ball with a really good block. But back to the mechanic. I would really recommend you getting master that double jump aerial mechanic. It's so important, and you can't play Grand Champ without it. It's just impossible. As people are already reading the ball really well, and they're just they will be so much faster on the ball than you, so you will lose pretty much every aerial challenge. So you need to work it out. Work it out. Back post rotation, I love it, and you change direction. That's so fucking good, dude. Like, it's unbelievably good. And I really rarely see people do it, but it's so good. And again, cutting short in front of the goal instead of just staying back. You still have momentum and you have time and you have a better field of view. Like if you stayed here, because you're at the front post position, right? you would actually see more of the field. Like, yeah, you still have ball game on, so maybe your perspective would have been this, but instead your perspective is this. So you have less valuable information. Your point of view is not really relevant to what information you want to be getting. Like you wanna know if the ball bounces in here or gets into play, or it's a short pass mid. You want to be able to tell if there's an opponent waiting, like in this general area, because you want to beat you to the ball, of course. So he has to be closer to the ball than you. So you would get a better feel of you, what's going on and how you should be reacting to it. So you can make that proper decision making, or a good decision making, a smart decision making, I usually call it. And if you want me to, I can talk a little bit about smart decision making. We can do some examples. But smart decision making is really just a thought process, like a train of thought. Every time you go for the ball, like, okay, what can I do in this situation? How should I approach the situation to get the best possible outcome? Because Rocket League is all about what's possible, or likely. What's likely to happen, and what's likely to be the outcome of every fucking situation ever. Every touch on the ball, what's likely to happen. And you need to predict that as good as possible. So you need to know what's more likely to happen than other stuff. And you need to know what's more likely for you to make happen than other stuff. So if you go for an aerial, I don't know, let's find a situation stuff. But that's kind of the train of thought you need to have about decision making. And then it naturally comes that you get to read the ball faster and bounces faster and whatnot. And that makes you speedy as fuck, and then you're a grand champ. Good rotation. And you go out instantly. It's really nice. Like right here. Just still go behind the goal line. Just still go like this way around. It's totally fine, because you keep your momentum, and again your approach to the ball is so much better, because you cut this entire corner off. Here you have to kind of, if you drive straight into the ball, you can still cut this corner off, right? But you can't really control the outcome. If you're straight off the goal or the post here, you can control the outcome, so it's only going up or back. You can never get past you, and that's really important. That you know how to control the block, especially in defense. Oh, what the fuck did I do? What did I do? But I wanted to see your... Can't remember here. That was a really good double jump aerial. Do that every time. You see a double jump instantly, and that's what you should do. But maybe point it more upwards, like right here. And that's also okay. Decision making example. Here, okay, like let's take this situation. Okay, here, who's closer to the ball? Solitude, right? Okay, he jumps before you. You actually see that too. Okay, so you know he's gonna touch the ball before you, so he's most likely gonna put it over you, or you get to block it with the top of your car, which means the ball will pinch into the ceiling and you have accomplished nothing, really. So instead, what you should be doing here is actually say, okay, I'm not gonna beat him to the ball, and I can't really get a good block, so I need to wait for his shot, still in the air, of course, because you need to go in defense. You need to go like it has to be 1 2 3 1 2 3 all the time, even if you can't make the ball, because you're forcing him to do a really bad touch, which your teammates can capitalize on, and that's kind of the defensive mindset. Same if somebody is dribbling towards your goal and you're 2 back, the one in front should always just go for the ball, make him flick it over him, so the guy behind you can challenge. Make him do stuff that he don't want to do, that he does not want to be doing. Is that proper English? I can't tell. Coffee. Okay, so let's go here. Like right here, instead of going towards him, just go straight up instead, and try to figure out, okay, where would you want to put the ball? Is he trying to pass it into the backboard? You can't really do anything. Maybe you can make it such a tight angle that it doesn't go in front of the goal by challenging so early. Or is he trying to shoot out the goal? And usually my thought here is, if they are teamed, if they are a pre-made team, he's probably going to go for the pass. If he's solo, as Solid is here, he's probably going to shoot at the goal. That's kind of my experience with people's mindset. Okay, so he's solo. He's probably gonna shoot at the goal. Is he in a really good position to shoot at the goal? I would say so. That's a fine angle, tough angle, but I know he's actually good. And that pisses me off. Anyway, he's probably gonna shoot at the goal. Okay, so where is he gonna place it in the goal? Where would it make sense for him to shoot the ball into the goal? Is it the top corner near the post, or is it the far corner? Like that's for you to decide. Right here, I would maybe say the short corner because you pressured him from the short corner. So it would make sense to try to put it where your teammate may be rotating slowly to the position your teammate is slowly rotating to, or where you rotate it from, because that should be an open space, right? If your teammate doesn't know how to rotate. Right here, I don't know what the fuck his teammate was doing. That was so random. Let's try to look at it here. I don't know if this is all just gibberish to you, and I'm really trying to make it as simple as possible, but it's a lot of thoughts going through your head once you're trying to get into this smart decision making perspective. But once you try it for a week, maybe 2, it's gonna be like second nature to you. It's gonna be no problem at all, and that's where you really get a lot of rank, because I can't do fucking any mechanics in the game. I can barely half flip, man. But my decisions are really good, and I do this kind of thought process with every touch, every fucking touch, every touch my opponent has, every touch my teammates has, and every touch I have on the ball. So that's a way to get Grand Champ. 100,000,000% sure. Okay, let's speed down a little bit. Okay, like right here, he notices it's a fucking open goal. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at it. He gets a horrible touch, like crazy horrible. But he also noticed that you're really late. But if you, let's go back here a little bit. Like right here, just look at how much of the goal you're actually cutting off. If you just keep keep floating around this position, he has to be extremely lucky with the crossbar, and it has to hit hard for your teammate not to save it, or he has to shoot it like way under you, so it bounces really slow. That's a really awkward arrow. Or yeah, he has to get a lot higher on the ball to shoot it down, right? And then your teammate will still get it. So you're actually blocking every opportunity he has to score. If he goes for the pass, then your teammate should be able to capitalize, because he sees you committing, so he knows, okay, I'm next committing, and he should have a really easy touch actually. So instead of going straight for the ball where you can't reach in time, or you can't get a good block, just wait it out and try to think, if you were in that position, where would you shoot the ball, and try to be in that kind of area in this situation. I really hope that made sense, dude. If you want a better explanation, we can do some Discord. I can just talk to you, of course. Or if you have questions, let's just. I'm really open to just do a call and sit there and talk to you. I love talking to people, so I'm totally willing to do that if you want. Also, I think it could be really chill. So okay, he whiffs because he's shit. Fuck you, Solid. No hit. I'm so toxic, man. I don't know what happened. Bam. Yeah. You stay back. I like it. Like right here, your teammate is so far. Hickhack, he's so far over. Like there's no reason for him to be in that center of the game. And this just gets really awkward because he's so far away that you can't see his positioning. And you're not using your right analog here to look around for your second teammates. I assume once you push up here. But he actually waits it out, and that's good. It's kind of a slow aerial here again. I'm sorry I'm pointing this out every time. I get you get the point, but you see your aerials are actually more, you're not going upwards, you're actually going more forward instead of upwards. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks again. Oof, that was lucky. Anyway, like right here, there's no need to disable ball game. Just think about this entire offense you just had. How long this offense has been there. It's more than 100% boost respawn timer. So if one of your teammates took the 100 boost down in that corner and just sprinted up to to the opponent's goal, it would still have been respawned by the time you got back. So there's no need to disable ball cam, but that's some micromanagement. And I'm not really a fan of disabling ball cam too much. Right here, decision making again. Okay, it's probably on target, right? But you don't have boost. You have like literally 0 boost, so you can't get up to the ball in time for if Semek didn't fuck up. I don't know what he was doing. But instead of going instantly, just pull a little bit back further to the goal, you know. Let me just fucking go to fly. Here. Okay. Instead of staying out here where you can't, you need to, once you stay here, you need to get up even higher to hit the ball. So you need boost to stay there. But instead of just pull back here and wait for him to almost hit the ball. Once he almost hits the ball, you jump for it and you go for the block. Instead of pre-jumping, nothing. Because he has the easiest time to shoot it above you or under you if you pre-jump with no boost. You have no boost to correct how your position is or how your block is going to be. So you're just kind of hoping for the best here instead of controlling the outcome. And that's again smart decision making. Wait for him. You don't need to clear it hard. You just need for him to not score. So you need to block the ball or you need to read where he's going to shoot the ball. That's pretty much it. You don't need any big play here, and you can defend really easily just by blocking. If you never hit the ball first, you're always going to win the block. Like if he does a touch and you get the next touch, you're going to control the outcome 100% of the time. And if I don't know how many Grand Champs you play versus, but good Grand Champs, in my opinion and experience, they never hit the ball first, ever. On aerial blocks, on ground blocks, or on anything, they just wait. They're so close to the ball that they can control the outcome all the time, even if you challenge fast. But they're never going to touch the ball before you if they want the block. And that's a really big difference in how the game is going to play out, even though it seems minor. Here, get lucky. Ooh. Yeah, your teammate should have rotated back. For sure. And you notice right away, and that confuses. That's nice. Good pull out there. Sounded wrong. Ooh. And now you're so far away. And you correct it right away. I like it. Like your understanding of rotation and rotational positioning is really, really good. Like you're almost always where you should be. What happened here? Okay, I don't have a lot of boost. Okay, decision making once again. Let's go. Okay, here you see he jumped for it. He's not even close to the ball. Semek. Solid has the back to it. Calera is like, I don't know, really far away. Okay, that means you have so much time. So much time. Right here, there's no immediate challenge. So you could actually wait for the ball to bounce on the ground and go for the power shot, especially because you had no boost. That would have been the right play. Had you had maybe 30 boost, 40 boost, you could have jumped and do the corner shot dodge into the ball and get the really powerful shot up in the 90. Best case scenario, of course, but the best case for you here, with no boost, with no one challenging you, is just to go for that power shot and see how, and just get it. And you see 2 opponents, right side of the goal, right here. Okay, where do you want to put it? Over here, right here. All this space, you need to put it there. Because this guy, he just spent a lot of boost getting down to earth, canceling his momentum. When you boost into the ground, you lose a lot of momentum. Solid has it back to the wall. Okay, so he can't reach a high ball over here, and he probably won't have time to get up into this corner. Calera is so far away, he's not relevant to the play. And you have no teammates to pass, you have no boost. So just wait for the ball to touch. Like, do an assessment of the entire situation. Like, is there anybody able to challenge you ever? Yes, no. No? Okay, maybe I should dribble. Yes, okay, I need to get a fucking good touch. I need to get a good block. I need to find a teammate. I need to, you know, that train of thought. Banger clear, ball came. Oof, I'm not a fan. Like right here. Did you get the boost? Okay, I don't know if that's a replay bug, but your cam is disabled for so long, so you actually have no idea what's going on. Like right here, do you even need to rush back? Here, you don't know. What if your teammates was on the wall and got a hit? Then you needed to be mid again. Toggle cam, always. Never just leave it off unless you're dribbling. It just, I know a lot of people do it, but it doesn't make sense to me at least, because you're denying yourself so much information, and that's gonna cost you in the decision making part, and also your rotational and positioning part. Well, that's my opinion at least. Oh, nice, good challenge. Even though you don't hit the ball, it's the right thing to do. Like you should challenge here. Because you actually, I don't know if he panics a little bit, but it seems like it. Because you think, okay, he has the block, I need to fucking hit the block. So he doesn't get the touch into the middle that he wants. Had he done that, Salih was actually in the right position to outpace your teammate. So that would maybe have been a goal. So the fact that you challenge here so fast and so early, it makes the opponent do a shot that he doesn't, or a touch that he doesn't want to do. I know you should be mid. You should just push up. Again, you're just this time I noticed that you're again really far away. Like if you look at the field, as in if we divide it into, okay, that's into 4 pieces. Like right here, if the ball is here, you want to be in this quarter, yeah, of the map. Like or if you're last man back, maybe you want to be in this quarter if it looks like a really big clear. But you always want to stay kind of in the same quarter as the ball, because you want the triangle. Boom. Like he's here, like this position is up here right now. Okay, so you need to be over here to be useful to anyone. And you got the last man back, and then you have the triangle, or a smiley if you... What the fuck? Yay! Yeah, okay. Anyway. So you need to be closer to the ball. Again, decision making. What can my teammate do with the ball here? Okay, maybe he can push it out from the wall, like right before he whiffs the ball. Let's just look at it again. Okay, he's going up. He's waiting for that touch. Okay, if he hits the ball here, where do you need to be? Like right here, what can my teammate do? Okay, he can block it, so go upwards, diagonally out into the midfield. That would still mean that you have to be here. It can go over the wall, maybe down here. Then you're still in a perfect position to reach the ball first. Or maybe it blocks down, then you're still in a perfect position to reach the ball first. Or maybe it just nullifies itself up here, so you're still in a kind of a waiting position here to see what happens, or what your teammate can do with the ball. So, but in any case, if you want to be fast and you want to be first on the ball and be relevant to the play and add value to your team and your decisions and just the entirety of the play, you need to be close enough to the ball to actually be able to do that. So it would never ever make sense to stay almost the exact opposite of where the play is happening. Bam. Let's look at this again. Here, maybe go up the wall. Go up the wall instead. You have a lot of time here actually. Either way, you should just go back. Just flip some more. Flip back to the wall, go up the wall, and just maybe power clear that. You could have done that. And even if he's shooting at the goal, you still have time to get down from the wall or jump from the wall and save the wall. So instead of like, it kind of seems to me you're waiting under the ball, like right here. You're not far enough away to, if he bangs it at the goal, you get into this really awkward half-ish backwards aerial that you can't really do much with. And you don't get the touch, and that sucks. That's a single jump aerial. Like if you double jumped aerial here, you would have maybe touched the ball, but it wouldn't have been a good touch. Like it would go straight up, and you would be out of the play. You got a teammate really far away, and you don't know where your second teammate is. Or you would have maybe put it into the diagonal, which means it goes out into the midfield, where an opponent can be waiting for it, or the backboard, which is the same case scenario as the midfield play. And that would have sucked. And you see your opponent is actually there. Into the goal, into the goal, into the goal. That's fine. Maybe in these situations, like when you clear, your train of thought should be, where the fuck is my teammate? Okay, and you actually see a teammate here. Alright, the first thing you gotta do on every clear is find a teammate and then pass the ball to him. Every time. Like, unless you got 3 opponents committing and you got a really open goal in the other end, just bang it there. But otherwise than that, always pass a teammate. and you will see some way better clears. Right here, if he had if you've gotten the pass to your teammate here, he would have been able to maybe bang it towards the goal. Let me just watch where the fuck. Okay, Solis is there. Doesn't matter. He's so far away. Like the goal is actually open here for a shot. And I know that's some grand champ shit maybe, but like right here, look at their position. He would never be able to hit the ball if you passed it to your teammate, and he hit it proper. I'm pretty convinced that would have been a goal. The back post rotation, I love it. Ooh, the slide into the goal. Like if you're ever in doubt of where you should be in defense, go into the goal. Stay in the goal. Or not stay in the goal, but you know, drive to the goal and make sure to show your teammates that you're rotating. It's so much easier for them to know what to do when you make it easy for them to read you. And it doesn't matter if your opponent can reach you when you're doing like the thing you're supposed to do. If they see, okay, he's rotating into the goal, now I can shoot or whatever, I can get the ball first. Doesn't matter, you're in the right position to defend every possible shot they can make. Slide, nice, good pull back here. Here you actually see the thing I was talking about the blocking grand champ. Like he's waiting for you to hit the ball. Or maybe he just figured out, I don't know if that was lucky. It's solid, so maybe it was lucky. Good position by teammates. Hits the ball first. He didn't have boost. 12, okay. Yeah, so that's tough. And he's kind of rushing from the back. Into the goal. That may be the thing I repeated most about this replay. Good challenge. And again, see, you force him to do a touch he doesn't want to do. That means your teammate can go for it. And that adds pressure because, like you see with this touch, when you go for the ball, whoops, for the back, like right here. Right here, okay, he has to do an early touch, which means he doesn't really know what to do with the ball. He just has to hit it first. So your teammate can go for it instantly, which is really good. And that forces this opponent, the Samek here, it forces him to go early to block the shot on goal, because this would have been a shot on goal. Or maybe a backboard pass, and this guy would have been way out of position. So it forces him to go early, and now it's kind of like 2v3, or 2v1, I mean. With your last teammate here going up, he should go up here at least, and you should just do a really short rotation because there's no danger of a really big clear coming. So just do a short rotation and be that third man in the triangle. Like, but your teammate is so far back, it makes no sense. If he was like challenging and rotating as you should, he would have had that block early, and you would be in the right. Your positioning here is really good, man. You would have been in the right spot for it, and that would have been a goal. But yeah, he prioritized boost. It's just never favorable. Yeah, go boy. Going for that crazy play. Good fake. And that's it. Yeah. Alright, but like I said in the start of the replay, actually, double jump aerials, man. And you both show me in this replay that you know how to do it and that you don't know how to do it. So, but it's really just like you know how to do it. Continuously boost and double jump instantly instead of waiting. Like you did a few times. Like let me see if I can do it. Like that. That's a slower double jump aerial. It's still faster than a single jump aerial, but just double jump immediately. Right? Just look at how fast you get up, man. And you know this mechanic, I can tell, but yeah, I just want to make sure. And also, rotate into the goal in defense. Always into the goal, into the goal, into the goal. That's the number one defensive mistake, is waiting outside the goal. Because you have less time to react and you're in a worse position to get the good touch, good defensive touch on the ball. Plus your momentum is often in a really, really tight angle. What's it called? In a really tight angle when going towards the ball, instead of just staying in and getting that right angle. That right angle. Is that even a word? I don't know. That correct angle when going out to challenge the play. Instead, so the outcome would be just slightly different, but it makes a really, really big difference in the entire picture. And that's kind of the thing you need to focus on, like right here and now, because your positioning is really good, man, and you're rotating like you should. So I don't know. There's not much to say about your rotation, really. And also start implementing a little bit of that decision making. That I was talking about, because it's gonna be relevant in C3 if you wanna climb at a decent pace. And most people don't think about the game that way. That's what's keeping high champ 3s from getting into grand champ, because they don't only think about what they can do themselves. How should I carry these guys, instead of saying how should I be a really good team player? What touches can I do to make my teammates shine? That's really. It's not a solo game. If you want to play solo, go play 2s or 1s. But in 3s, you play like a team. You need to play like a good teammate. Always. But that's my final notes, man. But hit me if you want some... I hope you got something from this. But let me know if you have questions. Let's do some Discord conversation or whatever you like. I can do another video. It's fine. Holy shit, I need to get going. Okay, but yeah, let me know, dude. See ya.